We're back. Click this, the Kevin Nash podcast. He's Kev, I'm Sean. Episode 174, for those who like to keep count. Kev, good news. I see a Boston federal judge has indicated she's going to intervene over the SNAP food assistance money set to expire November 1st with the government shutdown. So it looks like your SNAP payments will be covered. You'll be okay.
I was
Perhaps if
amazed
she
at
gets
I was amazed at how little bit that people get.
the
It's
so
like
few
it's
people
like
or the amount.
the amount. It's like
Yeah,
$6 a day. It's nothing.
yeah.
I don't know exactly what the breakdown is, but I know that it's like single mothers. Um, I know vets, senior citizens. Like that's the majority of the people that are. There's so many households that somebody's working full time, but they just don't make enough money to feed the family.
Right.
It's like there's this conception that everybody that's on snaps of you know. But back in the day, there used to be like, oh yeah, if you have 6 kids, but if you have a seventh, you get more of this, and it's not like that anymore. You know, I have a niece that they just don't make much money, and they filed for that, and
Mm-hmm.
they were turned down. The government's tough on that shit. The Trump administration is very tough on it.
Mm-hmm. The total costs would be about 8.5 billion to 9 billion a month, keeping it funded. There is a contingency fund with like 5 billion, excuse me, in it, according to some court filings I was seeing about. But
So
in
what's the
this
what is the what
discussion,
is the what is the so how much is it a month?
um, 8.5 to 9 billion to fund it.
And isn't there 42 million people like households on it?
Uh,
Do we
let me
know?
see what I'm
Let's
looking
see.
at
Let's
there.
let's do the math. Let's do the
Oh well,
amount.
here, go, Steve. Scroll up. I have the monthly. I think the monthly benefit is $160 a month.
I want to think it was yeah. I want to think it was 168 or 188. There was something that was 190.
190. Okay, so
190 a
190.
month.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
190 a month.
the
Shit
fuck you
was.
buying with that? Well, all the prices came down, didn't they? So everything's cheaper. The eggs, the bread, the eggs. They're eating the cats, the eggs.
The fucking beef sure as hell hasn't went down.
No, nothing's down. I know who told me that? Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yep. I tell you one of the things that even that consumer price index that was 3 point whatever the fuck it was the other day. Um, but that includes shit like televisions and you know like you can buy a 50-inch television for $11 now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I look at my life and when insurance goes up, like fuck, man, like I've got 5 properties down here. I've got to have hurricane insurance on all of them, and all those things go up every year, just astronomically. I've never once filed a claim. I've been down here for
Right.
fucking almost 30 years. I've never filed a claim, and I'm paying out the ass. I mean, we had $60,000 worth of damage on our roof, and I just paid out of pocket because I knew that they'd drop me.
Yeah,
So,
that's some game. The insurance companies say you pay for it so that you have it when you need it, and then when you need it, and you're going to get back some of what you've paid, they drop you and do everything they can to not pay you.
well, yeah, and do it as well. Yeah, you paid $60,000 for that roof. 10 years ago, but now with depreciation of the roof, we can give you 32. You're like, what? Shit
Right.
goes up. Shit,
Yeah,
shit doesn't.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. But is anybody like, we were on a group text the other night, and all of us, and I said, fucking like, because I know that people just aren't aware unless you live in the hurricane belt that shit's coming up. But
Did you tell me the story, or was it Sean? Somebody needed an ambulance, and George Steele had commandeered like the only ambulance to take him out of the building or something like that one night. And
I
so,
wasn't.
it wasn't you.
That must
Okay.
have been Kim. Must have been Sean.
Yeah. It might have even been somebody else, but someone I feel like I talked to recently that Steele got a little heat because he felt he needed the bus to get him out of there because it was a little crowded in the city that night.
I remember the last time that I worked the garden for WWE was Survivor Series, and so I said like, "Where do we park?" And they're like, "In the parking garage across the street from it." And I'm like, "What?" And we just parked like Marks, walked with the Marks, walked across the street, and then went through the fucking sawhorses where the fucking cops were. And I was just like, wow.
most of your buildings though you got to pull in, right? Like you go like you're
Yeah.
not the Meadowlands, you can go underneath and
Well, yeah, a lot. And if not, there was a lot in the back, like United Center. There was a big lot in the back that was like the fans could come and see you, but they were like fucking, 30 feet up in the air
mhm.
behind, you know.
Boston Garden, they had that ramp in the
They
back.
had that
Was it
ramp, the old
the
one,
old one? Yeah, yeah.
that fucking wooden ramp that looked like fucking horse and
Yes.
buggy went up that motherfucker, man.
But the history on that ramp, Kev. How many of these buildings are left?
Uh,
I get real hard on about that stuff. I mean, it's used to
yeah.
be these buildings were up for 50, 60 years and then I feel like now that it's this quest for more luxury boxes and stuff
That's
and
all it is. There was nothing wrong with the Auburn Hills Palace. I mean, I think that thing held 24,000 people, but there were
yeah.
no boxes. Like now you go into the new arenas, and even when you watch Raw, like you go into certain arenas that have, especially uh, you know it, really good sports teams, and there's like 5 layers of boxes,
Oh yeah.
and then there's 8,000 fucking seats for the minions. But that
What was well in Detroit? What was the one they'd have to curtain off? Was that when they played in the
that was
dome?
it. Yeah, when the Pistons played in the Silverdome, they'd have to curtain that off.
Why did they go there? They had the palace still.
No, they were building the palace.
Oh, it's okay. So it was in between.
Yeah, so they went from God, I guess they went from Cobo Hall to there.
It would have to be because I don't remember another
Because I
building
think
over there.
I think Cobo held 10,000.
It was smaller, yeah.
It was a
But
great. I
the
mean,
Joe,
yeah, they did.
but the Joe was bigger.
But I don't remember them playing basketball at the Joe.
Yeah, why not though? Did it conflict with the
Well,
Red Wings?
no, because they at the Little Caesar Dome now, both the Red Wings and the Pistons play there.
Yeah, but maybe back then though, because it's the same season. It's winter for both. I don't know. I do know that